Hello everybody, my name is Craig Inter and I am behind the 8-ball. I had an interesting comment from a viewer who said that they had used the basic Mage deck and gotten to rank 7 with it, so I decided that I was going to try some of the basic decks. They seem like they'd be a really good baseline for getting an idea of how big the power curve is due to the new expansions. So I queued up Mage and played 30 games as the Mage. Out of those 30 games, I won 11 of them, so that's 19 losses, which is 37% win rate. But there's a little bit of a catch there. During all of those games, I never got above, I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 stars into rank 19. Just because of the way the wins and losses were spread out, I could never get further than that. I was always, as you can see, knocked back down into 20. So, overall, it's pretty easy to see that there's a pretty big difference in the power of this deck compared to the decks that are currently out there. Most of the time when I won, it seemed like I won mainly because the other person either was trying out a weird deck that didn't work well, or they seemed to just get screwed from the standpoint of not drawing the cards they need. That's completely my perception. I have no idea if that's true or not, but it seems to be the case. In the cases where I lost, one card in particular really hurt me, the Ancient Healbot. In every single match where my opponent played that card, I would lose. I had one match where a guy played him twice in a row, and I had no hope whatsoever against him. So, the addition of the new cards definitely adds a completely different dynamic that these old basic decks really can't compete with. I mean, once you start moving up in rank, you come against people who have much better crafted decks. Meaning that the win rate of this thing, if I ever got past 19, would drop substantially. I mean, I think that's obvious to everybody. There's no reason anyone would think that all of these new cards, new mechanics, new combos wouldn't make the old ones obsolete. So, to the guy who said that he got up to rank 7 with the Mage deck, he said he got it before Blackrock came out. So the I suddenly can't think of the Kel'Thuzad, that expansion, Solo Adventures, was out, as was Goblins vs. Gnomes at the time, if I remember correctly. So I don't doubt that he may have been able to do that. I have no idea how long that would have taken or what kind of matches he was up against, but more power to him. I'm glad he was able to do that. I don't see how that's even possible, to be completely honest. So that leaves me with a pretty clear picture of how drastically this game has changed once they started adding expanded content. I mean, you can have fun with the basic decks, but you're never going to really get anywhere if you're trying to play competitively. I mean, this basic deck is pretty bad because it has no real crowd control. I mean, Arcane Missiles, Fireball, and Polymorph are the basic removal tools you have. You don't even have Flame Strike because you have to earn that by playing Mage up to a certain level. So, for better or for worse, that's where I'm left at this point.
I don't have enough mana.
I mean, as a new player, starting out with such few cards, you'd have to really like this game, or get on a really lucky streak, to be able to get competitive. I mean, cards equals power in this game. There's no denying that. And I just don't have the power. I am truly behind the 8-ball in a very big way. Now here, you see, I just won. And it seems like he really couldn't get his deck off the ground. But that's just supposition from my point of view. But that's how that experiment went. I am probably going to pick one more basic deck and play another round of 30 games and see how it goes. I'm not sure who yet. If anybody would like to comment and suggest a basic deck to play, please add that either on Reddit or in the YouTube comments for this video. The YouTube comments here would be the easiest place to do it. And I will definitely use the most suggested deck. Well, this has been fun. Thanks for watching.